I just imagine him going to Spotify and typing in like sad Taylor songs to cry to. In my mind, he's listened to The One because it's like, could have been the one. Or like Champagne Problems because he's not popping the champagne. Back to December, because he's thinking of when the Chiefs were winning in December.
Right. All right, let's spill the tea on Travis and Taylor because apparently their love story started way before we all thought. According to Wes Bergmann, Kelce's next-door neighbor in their fancy Kansas City gated community, these two were secretly dating for 6 months before Taylor showed up at that Chiefs game in September 2023. Wes spilled the beans on a podcast, saying he tried to tell people about it months earlier, but no one believed him. I mean, who would have thought Taylor Swift, the queen of brooding artist types, would fall for a chivalrous football player? But hey, Travis isn't just any football player, he's the boy next door, according to Wes. Adorable, right? Now here's where it gets juicy. If Travis and Taylor were secretly together for 6 months, that means there's a little overlap with their very brief fling with Matty Healy from the 1975. Remember that? They were spotted together in May 2023, but by June it was over. Fast forward to September, and Taylor's sitting with Travis's mom at a Chiefs game like it's no big deal. Travis even admitted on his podcast that he tried to shoot a shot at one of her concerts earlier that summer, but it didn't work out. Until it did. Taylor later said that they started hanging out right after Travis mentioned her on his podcast, and by the time she showed up at that game, they were already a couple. So no, it wasn't their first date, just their hard launch. But life hasn't been all fairy tales for Travis. Last October, his $6 million home was burglarized, with thieves making off with watches, cash, and career memorabilia. His teammate Patrick Mahomes was hit the same day, and it turns out an international crime ring might be behind a wave of break-ins targeting athletes. The FBI is on the case, and 7 Chilean nationals were recently charged. Travis has since beefed up security with cameras, lights, and 2 guard dogs. Talk about a wild ride, both on and off the field.
That you are playing another season.
It is, yes.
Is it because you've seen me in retirement and you're like, fuck that? Why are you playing another season and make less money than you could make not playing football? Why are you going to go out there, risk injury?
Whoa.
Why are you doing this?
That was kind of the one I had to juggle right there.
So after the Chiefs' crushing Super Bowl loss in February, Travis wasn't the only one looking heartbroken. Taylor was right there beside him, wearing her disappointment on her sleeve. But here's the kicker. RadarOnline.com claims there might be more to her sadness than just the game. Apparently, Taylor's been dreaming of wedding bells and baby carriages, and the loss has only amplified her desire to settle down ASAP. The thing is, both Travis and Taylor have been riding the wave of success for so long that these recent setbacks, his Super Bowl loss and her Grammy snub, have been a major reality check. A source spilled that the couple's fantasy bubble has been popped, and Taylor's now hoping marriage and starting a family will give them a fresh start. Honestly, who can blame her? After a record-breaking tour and a whirlwind romance, she's ready for the next chapter. But here's the catch. Travis isn't quite ready to hang up his cleats. Despite the wear and tear of 12 NFL seasons, he's determined to go out on top, even if it means delaying retirement. On his podcast, he admitted he's kicking the can down the road, which might not align with Taylor's timeline. She's reportedly hoping he'll retire soon, but she's also willing to support him through another season if that's what he wants. Speaking of growing families, Travis's brother Jason is learning firsthand that expanding a family under the harsh spotlight of fame is no easy task. The retired Eagles star recently faced some serious pushback from his Haverford Township neighbors over his plans to build a 4th home on his sprawling Pennsylvania property. Jason, who's expecting his 4th child with wife Kylie, made a personal plea to the local zoning board, explaining that the updates, including a new home and a security fence, are necessary to protect his family's privacy. Things for my family are quite unique with the security purposes, he said, adding that they love the area and want to stay. But not everyone was on board. Neighbors were worried that leveling slopes on the property could lead to flooding in their own luxurious homes. After some back and forth, Jason got the green light, as long as he implements stormwater management to prevent any flooding issues. It's all part of his grand plan to create a 10-acre compound, complete with a luxury mansion at its center. Over the past 5 years, Jason and Kylie have snapped up 3 adjacent properties, starting with a $680,000 home in 2018 and adding 2 more for millions. They've even got a beachfront retreat at the Jersey Shore because, why not? But life isn't all smooth sailing for the Kelce clan. Kylie recently revealed on her podcast, Not Gonna Lie with Kelce, that Jason is busier in retirement than he ever was playing football. Between his podcast with Travis, his ESPN gig, and other projects, she joked that she sees him less now than when he was on the field. It's an absolute free-for-all, she said, adding that she can't even count on him for childcare because he's always in meetings. Still, Jason's post-NFL career is booming. He and Travis landed a $1.8 million a year from ESPN. Not too shabby for a retired lineman. Meanwhile, Kylie's podcast has been a smash hit, even topping Joe Rogan on the charts. She's been dishing out mom advice and sharing glimpses of their chaotic, love-filled life with their 3 daughters, and soon a 4th. It's clear the Kelces are juggling a lot, but they're doing it with humor, heart, and a whole lot of real estate. While Jason is busy juggling real estate, podcasts, and a growing family, his brother Travis's girlfriend Taylor might be adding another title to her already impressive resume, Hollywood superstar. Fresh off her record-breaking Eras tour, Taylor is reportedly eyeing a leap into the world of superheroes and sci-fi. According to industry insider Daniel Rickman, Taylor has been in talks with studios about potential projects, including a limited streaming series and a big-budget sci-fi film. But the real buzz? A superhero role. Fans have been speculating for years that she'd be perfect for Marvel's Dazzler, a mutant singer with light-based powers, basically a role Taylor made for Taylor. The rumors gained traction when Taylor was spotted at a Chiefs game last year alongside Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy and stars Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. While she didn't make a cameo in the upcoming Deadpool sequel, reports suggest she's since met with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige to discuss potential roles. Taylor's no stranger to acting. She's appeared in films like Valentine's Day, Cats, and Amsterdam, and even voiced a character in The Lorax. But a leading role in a blockbuster superhero or sci-fi film would be a game-changer for her Hollywood career. Of course, Taylor's plate is already overflowing. Between her music, her relationship with Travis, and whatever surprises she has in store for her fans, taking on a major film role would be a huge commitment. But if anyone can juggle it all, it's Taylor. Hollywood seems eager to welcome her, and if she does dive into the superhero world, it'll be fascinating to see which role she lands. Will she be battling aliens, wielding superpowers, or saving the universe? One thing's for sure, Taylor's next era might just be her most cinematic yet. And who knows, maybe Travis will make a cameo. After all, the Kelce family is no stranger to the spotlight. While Taylor is busy exploring her potential leap into Hollywood, Travis is gearing up for what could be his final NFL season, and it might just end on a poetic note. After officially confirming his return for a 13th season, Travis has reportedly been mulling over retirement, and it seems Taylor's favorite number 13 is playing a big role in his decision. A source told that Travis has discussed with Taylor how cool it would be for his 13th season to potentially be his last, calling it poetic for their relationship. And let's be real, when it comes to Taylor, 13 isn't just a number, it's practically a lifestyle. For Swifties, 13 is legendary. Taylor was born on December 13th, turned 13 on a Friday the 13th, and even writes the number on her hand for good luck before every show. It's her lucky charm, and now it might be Travis's too.
There is 100% a factor that this is going to be his 13th season in the league. Why does that matter? Taylor Swift's lucky number 13. She was born on the 13th. She turned 13 on the 13th. Her first album went gold in 13 weeks. With that connection, I'm sure he was like, maybe I could, but Taylor was like, get back out there.
Well, Taylor would never let him retire a loser.
Well, that's also correct. But also, I think more so because it's his 13th. I just imagine him going to Spotify and typing in sad Taylor songs to cry to. In my mind, he's listened to The One because it's could have been the one. Or Champagne Problems because he's not popping the champagne. Back to December, because he's thinking of when the Chiefs were winning in December.
Right.
But here's where it gets intriguing. What if March 13th becomes a day to remember? Rumors are swirling that Travis could use the magic of Taylor's favorite number to pop the question. Imagine a romantic, perfectly timed proposal on the 13th, blending their love story with Taylor's lifelong lucky number. It's the kind of fairy tale moment Swifties would lose their minds over. As Travis prepares for what could be his final season, and Taylor potentially steps into the superhero spotlight, their lives are more intertwined than ever. Whether it's on the field, on screen, or in their personal lives, one thing's for sure. These two know how to keep us guessing. And if March 13 brings a ring into the picture, well, that's just the kind of magic Taylor would write a song about. See you next time.